Hello Pisces, thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using The Art of Love Tarot by Denise Jarvie, artwork by Tony Carmine Salerno. Website is blueangelonline.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you're interested. Supportive Oracle Cards, You Are Clairvoyant Oracle Cards by Belinda Grace, illustrations by Elaine Marzin. On the back here is the website rockpoolpublishing.com.au. A is an apple, U is an umbrella. Fair warning, the cat's a little zippy at the moment, so he might be bouncing around. Fair warning. Okay. This is Pisces. I'm a Pisces. Doesn't mean this one's for me. It's like, if it resonates, go with it. It feels good though, but where are you going with it? Alright, so you got that's the Judgment. The 20 of Major Arcana is the Judgment in most decks. A new friend, maybe? My first thought was like a new friend, a new friendship coming in. Somebody who's good with money. The energy on these tarot cards is kind of it's more smooth, more relaxed, more comforting usually. Doesn't mean that the messages are going to come out that way, but no, I feel like there's a new friendship coming in. Somebody who might be gifted in kind of like the esoteric. There's definitely something unique about this person. It doesn't have to be that they're into like tarot cards and stuff like that. It could be more that they're kind of have that artist feel about them, or there's just, which could include, food creation. There's something about this person, definitely creative, could be more on the esoteric. I don't know why I keep using that word, but there you go. Somebody who seems to be good with money. I feel like there's something, this person is very good with money. I feel like they're very stable, very sound. I feel like they're fairly generous, within reason. This is somebody who like they like to give to others, but they're also they do pay attention to like people who give back in some fashion. They're not keeping an abacus or whatever you call it, or you know what I mean. They're not like, I gave you 2, you need to give me 2. It's not like that. But like they're willing to be generous. Sometimes it's generosity with time or generosity with helping. But they also keep an eye out for like, how is that coming back to me? It's not like, 5 cents for 5 cents. It's kind of like, I gave you a sandwich and you helped me clean up my front room. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. They do keep an eye on that. Pisces is usually really good with, balancing out a friendship. At least I think so. But I'm a Pisces, so bias for sure. This person is looking for a good friendship. Now, I'll be fair. This could be a romance thing coming in, just to be fair. If it is or not. I don't think for most of you it is, but it could be. The Queen of Cups is the Hearts Queen. And then a lot of thought. This is somebody who wants to build a connection with you, and I feel like for a lot of you, this is like a friendship. Could be a work friendship, just to be fair. If this turns out to be romance, I feel like this is a very deep romance in the sense of like, if it turns out that way, this is something where this person wants to like build a life with you. Like they want to do like hobbies with you. They want to plan vacations all the time. They want to know about your work life. They want to tell you about their work life. They're like, this is a very all-encompassing person. This is somebody who wants to be very close to you. It doesn't have to be romance. I suppose it could be. I don't know. I'm not really feeling it all that strongly with the romance. I'm feeling a friendship. I'm feeling like this is something where you feel like you can depend on this person, and you give that in return. I do feel like it's a friendship, but like I keep getting friend vibes. It doesn't have to be. I mean, I understand it's judgment in your favor, whatever this is. This is somebody who, they have the Three of Cups. That's the friendship vibe. That's friendship. I'm getting for most of you, this is friendship. Friendship vibe. Friendship vibes. Somebody who has a lot to offer, but then also sees that you have a lot to offer too. I'm feeling that wisdom is like your side, like you have ways of looking at things that maybe other people don't. I kind of feel, I am a Pisces, so I hope this doesn't sound bad. Sometimes I feel like as Pisces, if you're a Pisces, we do this, I call it the drunken samurai, even though there's no alcohol or anything like that, but like we say things that make sense, we're not even realizing that we're doing it. I just feel like Pisces does that. They just kind of talk about something, bring something up, enlighten a situation, and have no idea that they did it. I feel like we do that. But, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. The thing is, it's hard to prove it, because like I didn't realize I did it for the majority of my life until people pointed out later, and I'm like, oh, okay. Now that I'm older and I more connect with it, I'm more aware of it. So, I don't know why we're going there, but I feel like this person, one of the things they value about you is the fact that you look outside the box. You have ideas that they weren't considering. Water signs tend to be a little bit psychic. You probably are showing some of your psychic tendencies, maybe not even realizing it. Four of Wands, half in, half out. The Magician. You got a really strong friendship that's starting to come in. Could be romance, just to be fair. I'm not trying to negate it out. Could be. I feel like you know if it is or isn't. I don't feel like it's, I don't know, I'm not really centered on the romance thing though. Sun card coming in, really good connection. The Emperor coming in is telling me there's a lot of brutal honesty. I don't think it's bad. It doesn't bother me, but I have some placements in my chart that make it so it doesn't bother me. The person that you're connecting with is very honest. When they give you a compliment, you know it's true. If there's something that doesn't work for them, they're going to tell you the truth. If there's something they're like, well, Pisces, I like that thought, but I don't think it's based in reality, they will tell you the truth. But when they give you a compliment, and I feel like this is somebody who's kind of like, oh, that's what you want, Pisces? I like what you're thinking. Let's do this so we can make it happen. They're more like, instead of being criticizing, I don't feel like this friendship is going to be like a criticism type thing. You're going to say something, they'll be like, well, it sounds a little off base, but if we really want to make that happen, or you're really looking to make that happen, this is where I think we can make it happen, so you could have that. So they're very honest. Like if you have ideas, like for example, maybe you wanted to start a school, you wanted to create like something like that, you would talk this out with them, and they'd be like, well, I like your base ideas, but I see a lot of holes here. I could help you fill in these holes, and you could make this happen. They would be like that. Not in the sense, not like criticizing, but kind of like, I want you to have that. This is what I feel like you need. This is the structure I think you need behind that to make that happen. It seems positive. It doesn't seem like you're offended when it comes forward. It seems like that type of friendship. This is also the type of friendship, though, if they start helping you work on something, they're not going to do it in the sense of like giving up. They're like, if we're going to start this process, if we're going to start this project, process, whatever you want to call it, they're planning to see it all the way through. They're not going to let go. Ace of Fire with the Hierophant. And you got the Shadow, which is the devil in most tarot decks. Also can be an Earth card in the sense of Capricorn. The Hierophant could be Taurus. Doesn't have to mean that this person is either of those signs, but it talks about working through something and seeing it through to its end. I got another friendship card. I got a lot of friendship energy going on here. This is somebody, if they start helping you work towards a goal, they have like every intention to see it to the end. It's going to, not seeing a project through to the end, that's going to be a problem. They're not going to like that. You're going to have difficulties. Keep that in mind with this. I feel like that's the heads up with this friendship. Because I do feel like this friendship is going to be very important, and it could be a romance. If it is, then it is, I feel like you know if it is or isn't. Or you will know very quickly in this situation. this is something where if you want to stay successful with this connection, you have to see things through to the end. Don't start something thinking maybe I'll keep going, because that's not how this person is. If you're going to start something, realize that they're completely all in and they're going to keep going until it's all the way there. If you don't, if you give up, that could seriously damage this connection, and they might kind of fall to the wayside for you. They don't like that. They're not a fan of that. If I'm going to start something, I'm going to see it through to fruition. They're not here halfway. I understand that that could bring stress for you, but I think that's part of it's part of the purpose of this reading is what I'm getting, because you got the Knight of Swords, which is telling me there could be some stress with that once you realize you try to start a project. You want to make it happen. In the beginning, you're very gung-ho, but maybe you lose some steam and you're kind of like, actually, I'd rather not. I'd like to let it go. That's going to be a problem. So with this person, don't start anything with them. Don't do anything in tandem with them, or in partnership with them, if you're not committed and realize that you're going to have to go through to the end of the process if you want to keep this friendship happy. Or if it's something else, whatever it is. They're here for the long haul. They don't start without the intent to finish. And if you kind of bail on them, that's going to cause damage to the connection. A lot of work, seeing it through to the end. Pace yourself. Pacing yourself is okay. If it doesn't mean you can't do things with this person in the sense of like, if I start something with them, I'm going to get trapped in it. Talk in the beginning about how your work ethic goes and how you want to like meter it out. If you're very honest with this person, which I feel like you probably will be, kind of like, well, sometimes I get gung-ho in the beginning and then I lose steam and then I kind of lose interest and I walk away. But if it was more metered out, kind of like we're not going to just jump into this, like we're just going to like every week we're going to spend 2 to 3 hours on this situation to move it forward, and every week you just get used to doing that, this person and you might have a very good pattern. But like meter it out in a way that you can make it work long term. When I say this person wants to see it through to the end, it doesn't mean you have to sprint 10 miles. If this is a 10, 12 mile journey, you can walk most of it. In fact, I feel like if you end up walking the whole thing, as long as they have that in their head right in the get-go, they're going to see it through to the end, and you're like, but I want to walk it. I want this to be a walkathon. I want this to be a walkathon, but I do want to do it. It's comfortable, just sometimes it's tedious. They'll agree to that. They'll be like, all right, as long as we finish it, as long as we see it through to the end, that's fine with me. Keep that in mind for this connection. Be it friendship, coworker, if it is romance. For some of you, I realize it will be. I just don't feel like it'll be very many of you. But some of you probably will have some romance coming in with this. Keep that in mind. That's how you keep this connection successful. That's how you keep it nurtured so that you can keep it close and you can enjoy it long term. Is that good? Anything else here? All right. I think we're there. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.